Hey, everybody, Samuel here, and welcome to the wild and wacky world of food. Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary culinary adventure that will take us to the farthest corners of the globe. From bustling street markets to hidden food stalls, we're on a mission to uncover the most bizarre and intriguing foods that different cultures have to offer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the top 10 most bizarre foods from every corner of the globe. These are the dishes that challenge our taste buds and our perceptions of what food can be. Whether it's something slimy, crunchy, or downright strange, each of these foods tells a unique story about the people and traditions behind them. We're talking about the kind of stuff that makes you squirm, the kind of stuff that makes you question your culinary courage. Imagine biting into something that wiggles, or crunching down on something that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie. These foods are not just meals, they're experiences that push the boundaries of our comfort zones. The kind of stuff that makes you wonder, who in the world thought of eating that? And yet for the locals, these dishes are often beloved delicacies, passed down through generations. They hold a special place in their hearts and their kitchens, representing a rich tapestry of history and culture. But hey, that's the beauty of food, right? It's a universal language that brings people together, no matter how strange or unfamiliar the dish might be. Food is about more than just sustenance. It's about community, tradition, and the joy of discovery. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. It's about pushing boundaries, exploring new cultures, and sometimes just closing your eyes and taking a big bite of the unknown. So whether you're a seasoned foodie or someone who's just curious about the world's culinary oddities, this journey is for you. Get ready to expand your palate and your horizons. Get ready to be amazed and maybe a little grossed out by these unique culinary delights. Buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the wild side of food. Let's get started. All right, folks, let's kick things off in the Philippines with a dish that's not for the faint of heart, balut. This unique delicacy is a fertilized duck egg that has been incubated for a specific period, usually between 14 to 21 days. The result? A partially developed duck embryo that is both fascinating and, for some, a bit intimidating. Imagine this. You crack open a duck egg expecting that runny yolk goodness, but instead you find a partially developed duck embryo. The sight of tiny feathers, a beak, and even little webbed feet can be quite a surprise for the uninitiated. Yep, you heard me right. Feathers, beak, little webbed feet, the whole shebang. It's a visual experience that can be both intriguing and a bit daunting. But don't let the appearance fool you. There's more to balut than meets the eye. It's boiled alive in the shell, seasoned with salt and vinegar and slurped down like a savory egg shot. The broth inside the egg is rich and flavorful, often described as a concentrated chicken soup. The yolk is creamy and the embryo adds a unique texture that some find quite enjoyable. I know, it sounds intense. The idea of eating a developing bird might be off-putting to many, but for those who dare to try, it's an unforgettable culinary adventure. The initial shock often gives way to curiosity and, for some, even enjoyment. But in the Philippines, it's a beloved street food, a source of protein, and even considered an aphrodisiac. Balut vendors are a common sight in bustling markets and street corners where locals and tourists alike gather to sample this iconic treat. Would you be brave enough to try it? Balut challenges our perceptions of food and pushes the boundaries of our culinary comfort zones. It's a testament to the diverse and rich food culture of the Philippines, inviting us to explore and appreciate the unexpected. Next up, we're heading to the land of Vikings and volcanoes, Iceland. Get ready for hakal, a dish so pungent, so potent, it'll clear your sinuses in a heartbeat. We're talking fermented shark, folks, but not just any fermentation. This Greenland shark meat is buried underground for weeks, allowing it to ferment and ripen in a way that produces a strong ammonia-like smell. Think of the worst public restroom you've ever encountered, and you're getting close. It's chewy, it's fishy, and it's definitely an acquired taste. Even Anthony Bourdain called it the single worst, most disgusting and terrible tasting thing he had ever eaten. Hold on to your stomachs, because things are about to get buggy. This time we're in Sardinia, Italy, home of casu marzu, a cheese so alive it practically crawls off the plate. This sheep milk cheese takes aged to a whole new level. It's intentionally infested with cheese fly larvae, which break down the fats, making it soft and pungent. Now, here's the kicker. You're supposed to eat it with the live maggots still wriggling inside. Some say the larvae add a unique tangy flavor, while others say it's like a game of Russian roulette with your digestive system. Let's journey to China for a dish that's been around for centuries, literally. The century egg, also known as the 1,000-year egg or preserved egg, is a sight to behold. Picture this: a duck, chicken, or quail egg preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, and quicklime for weeks, even months. The result, a dark, almost translucent egg with a firm, jelly-like yolk and a pungent, sulfurous aroma. It's often served as a delicacy in Chinese cuisine, sliced and added to congee, salads, or tofu dishes. Hold on tight, because our next stop is South Korea, where we're about to encounter a dish that's as daring as it gets: sanakji. This live octopus dish is not for the squeamish. Imagine this: freshly killed octopus, chopped into bite-sized pieces, and served to you while the tentacles are still squirming. Yes, you read that right, still squirming. The suction cups on those tentacles are still active, clinging to your chopsticks and even your mouth as you try to eat them. It's a culinary experience that's as much about the texture, chewy, slippery, and surprisingly crunchy, as it is about the thrill of the unknown. The preparation of sanakji is an art in itself. Chefs must be skilled to ensure the octopus is fresh and safe to eat. Diners are often given a quick tutorial on how to handle the wriggling tentacles. Typically, the tentacles are dipped in sesame oil and salt, which adds a rich flavor to the otherwise mild taste of the octopus. The initial bite is a burst of sensations: the tentacles' suction cups gripping your mouth, the chewy texture, and the subtle oceanic flavor. For many, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a story to tell, and a testament to their adventurous spirit. So, if you ever find yourself in South Korea and you're feeling brave, why not give sanakji a try? It's more than just a meal, it's a dance of death on a plate. For our next adventure, we're heading to Mexico, where we're about to indulge in a delicacy fit for an Aztec emperor, escamoles. These little morsels, often called insect caviar, are the edible larvae of ants, specifically the ant larvae harvested from the roots of the agave plant. They're considered a rare delicacy, often served fried with butter, onions, and spices, and are said to have a buttery, nutty flavor. Next up, we're venturing into the heart of Southeast Asia for a fruit so polarizing it's either loved or loathed: durian. This spiky, pungent fruit is known for its incredibly strong odor, often described as a mix of rotten onions, gym socks, and sewage. But don't let the smell deter you. Durian lovers swear by its creamy, custard-like texture and unique bittersweet flavor. It's often eaten fresh, used in desserts, or even added to savory dishes. Get ready to hold your breath as we travel to Sweden for a culinary experience that's not for the faint of nose surströmming. This fermented Baltic Sea herring is notorious for its pungent aroma, often likened to rotten eggs, sour milk, and a hint of, well, you get the picture. It's traditionally eaten outdoors, preferably far away from any unsuspecting bystanders. Hold on to your hats, because we're heading to Japan for a dish that's as risky as it is revered: fugu. This pufferfish is a delicacy in Japanese cuisine, but here's the catch. It contains a deadly toxin called tetrodotoxin, which is 1,200 times more poisonous than cyanide. There's no known antidote. Only highly trained and licensed chefs are allowed to prepare fugu, and they undergo years of rigorous training to learn how to remove the toxic parts. For our final stop on this culinary adventure, we're heading to Cambodia, where we're about to encounter a dish that's sure to make your skin crawl: fried tarantulas. Yes, you heard me right, spiders. These hairy arachnids are a popular street food in Cambodia, often deep-fried to a crispy crunch and seasoned with salt, pepper, and sometimes even chili powder. So, there you have it, folks. Our whirlwind tour of the world's most bizarre foods. From feathery duck embryos to live octopus tentacles, from cheese crawling with maggots to poisonous pufferfish, we've seen it all. Thanks for joining us on this culinary adventure. Which bizarre food would you dare to try? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, If you're feeling brave, maybe even share this video with your friends and see if they're up for the challenge. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more amazing content.